Hello and welcome to another Nimble video tutorial. In this video tutorial, I'm going to continue examining all the new features that I've added this week for Nimble. This was a big week for me. A lot of cool stuff was added. And I'm going to give you a look at how easy it is to keep nimble and to really push your agility and your ability to change things within the Nimble platform. Before we get into that, some quick reading. Speaking of agility, a great article I found, The Illusion of Agility, What Most Agile Transformations End Up Delivering. I like this article because, and I'll just skip to the chart, this great chart that kind of shows the pitfalls of Agile practices and the thought of being Agile and what really happens. I saw this pitfall, and I'll call it that deflation by reality. I saw this pitfall very early when I was introduced to Agile, and I could never understand why it was even used. I don't personally use it. I use it professionally or for whoever I work for, but I am not a fan. I need to really be Agile, not just have the illusion of being Agile. So I'll leave it at that. Good article. Hope you read it. Hope you like it. But moving right along, one of the cool things about why Nimble is a very dynamic tool is the ability to import a variety of different libraries, snippets, CSS, and then transform them quickly into a web component or a Nimble component. Today, or not today, but earlier this week, I've ripped this CSS tooltip feature or from the W3 School's website. And what I did is I made it a dynamic tooltip generator, if that's what you want to call it, for the Nimble platform. Here we have a dialog, a few text boxes, and a checkbox, and they all have tooltips, the standard tooltips applied to them. So within Nimble, if I render this, you're going to see the tooltip appear just like this within any web browser. No brainer there. If we now drop on my tooltip component, you'll see I've got a lot more components now. Let's say we'll put this component here. I'll dock it even though it's not technically a visible, this component is not a visible component. And we'll build this. Once the web application is built, we'll go back to the browser. We can take a peek. Now when the dialog starts, you'll get the tooltip laid out exactly and enhanced with the new CSS automatically just because you dropped it on a component. That's the beauty of Nimble, the ability to add on features in a scope of a dialog simply with one gesture. If that's not Nimble, and if that's not Agile or has agility to it, well then, I don't know what you would expect. Move right along. I also added this week theming, or really highlighted the theming ability within Nimble. Here we have a simple login dialog that I've shown earlier. By turning on theming, you get a layout of all the controls. And this particular theme is my frosted glass theme. So I was able to edit all the CSS and all the colors and rounded the corners of every control all on one dialog. And this was done because it serves as a template that these properties can be pushed to any of the other dialogues in my project. So if we take this Form 13, which is my login dialog, and we want to see what it's going to look like, we can right click and say open using the theme, and we will get that dialog open and themed with the frosted glass look. If you want to save it, this will save it with all the new changes. In my case, I'm not going to, but we can apply that theme to any of our dialogues at any time. We can even try to apply it to the dialog with a toolbar. You'll see you get a pretty nice look and feel. It will not, of course, alter the add-ons. You'd have to edit the custom CSS for these custom add-ons for this dialog. But it allows you to concentrate on your layout, keep your CSS theming and all your eye candy in a separate container, and then make sure you have all the branding and everything that you want perfected before you apply it to any one dialog. That's all I got. Theming and dynamic tooltips for Nimble version 5. Thank you for watching.